And hello, my name's Steve Jagger. I'm back with another BeerNative beer review. It's still moist January. I'm probably going to crack and do like a Hump Wednesday where I'll bring in something that might actually have alcohol in it. So look out for that maybe next week. But for now, I'm still on the alcohol-free-ish beers. And I've got something, a second chance for Lowtide. If you saw my previous Lowtide, I wasn't a big fan. I'll drop a link just up here. If you want to go check that out, I do talk a little bit more about them as a brewery as well, if you want to learn a little bit more about them. But today, check that out. Cosmic Turtle 0% New England IPA. I'd be remiss if I didn't say please subscribe to the channel if you're into that sort of thing. There's all the details you need. If you're already watching the channel, just whack subscribe, and you'll get to learn a lot more about really cool beers, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic. And plus, sometimes I do these things like what makes beer great, and it's pretty cool, right? I talk about the breakdowns of hops. I talk about like beer marketing and what makes it tick. I even did one kind of about why supermarkets are really useful. So check out my channel for more of that kind of stuff. Anywho, let's get out of the fridge. It's still in there. And ooh, I just knocked something over. Disaster strikes. I remember what I really loved about Lowtide was just how awesome their art was. They're embracing the true craft beer crazy of getting great art on cans, and most of the alcohol-free beers suck completely at doing that. And it's like, if I saw that, I'd be like, woo, I'd go grab it. Looks crazy. And then I'd be disappointed it was a 0.5 alcohol. But nevertheless, in January, this is exactly what I was after. Citra, Mosaic, Amarillo, and El Dorado. That sounds great. Thing is, the last time it had Azacca in it, and I got 0 Azacca. So, whatever. But it's got a bit of wheat, oats, hops. It's got all the content you would expect except for alcohol in a alcohol-free beer. It did cost me $3.50, but you can get it for cheaper than that direct from Lowtide. They still have it in stock for £2 something. So it's a big can. Let's hope it's worth the cashola, right? So it doesn't blow up in my face. I'm just popping it now. Think of that. Good. I smell hops as I open the can. The last time I didn't have that, and it blows my mind when that happens. So let's get my Cyberfest. Remember, Cyberfest 3. I'm a little disappointed that I haven't seen any of these Cyberfest things from Beer 52 since then, because they were fun. But we can leave the house now. Sometimes we can. So this is a New England IPA, right? What makes a New England IPA? Like all the oatiness and lactose and the thick and the juicy and all that. It's like a Stella. Somebody missed the memo about look and feel of a New England IPA. That looks like nothing like a New England IPA. But we're going to give it some credit. We're going to let that go, right? That loses points for accuracy right there. All right. Let's doesn't smell too bad. I'm definitely getting kind of a Citra thing going on there. I think the addition of Amarillo, yeah, okay. The hops are there, but they're a little on the weak side, but better than it was last time. Let's give it a sip. One more sip. So it reminds me a little, if you see my review that I did with the first chop, that wasn't really trying to be anything big. It was like, I think it was more claiming just to be an IPA, anytime IPA. That was it. And I said, oh, it's a little bit like West Coast. I'm getting a bit of bitter and actually a pretty strong bitter. And then it kind of faded away and, I got a little bit, so that was kind of cool, right? But this is like that, but waterier. I'm getting a little bit of nose hops, but it doesn't look like a New England IPA. If you think it looks watery, it is. It is very watery. If you can hear like click noises happening, is because I didn't turn my alerts off before this happened. And of course, Why would anybody be pinging me alerts at like 10 o'clock at night? Because I don't know. That's just something that happens in my life, right? I'm gonna try my best to turn that off, but who knows? Who knows? Uh, it's not great. This was Lowtide's second chance, and I'm still not backing them. I think they need a few more years. They need to buy maybe a New England IPA and try it, and go, oh, this doesn't look or act like a New England IPA at all. Now, is it a bad beer? It's an okay alcohol-free beer, but I'd still back the First Chop's still the best one, and this is a significant second or third. It's not even. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it again. There you go. So I'd probably give it maybe a 6 out of 10. It's a little better than the other one, but still it's going to be 5.56. It's not great. So I think Lowtide, I love what you're doing with the presentation. I think you guys seem great, but you've really got to work on quadruple the amount of hops you're putting in there. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. And that a New England IPA, you gotta thicken that up. You gotta make that feel, that I don't know whether I need a fork or a spoon to eat that thing. All right. That's the end of that. I'm not going to rate them on accuracy. I'm going to do all that with the same thing I gave them last time, because I still love the can art. I still love the presentation. I just think it lacks sincerity. It lacks soul on the inside. I might actually finish this one. I dumped the last one. This might get a finish. That's the only edge it has. Just because I don't want to waste it. £3.50, £2.50, not worth it. All right. That is the end. I didn't even do the intro, did I? This intro. Which this time will be followed immediately by the outro. My name's Steve Giguere. Do subscribe. Do tell your friends. Don't buy that beer. Steve out.